Hello, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss another process through which we can retrieve the value from the sequence without incrementing it. Okay, it means if you want to check the current value or the latest value of the sequence, then you can use this query that we will discuss today. Okay, so for that, first of all, I will create one sequence, then we will see how we can use this query, that query which we can use for fetching the current status of the sequence. So for that, firstly I will go and hit command strsql. Here I will show you that sequence declaration which I'm using. So yeah, this is the thing that I'm going to create with the name seq3. So what it will do, it will create the sequence in library Sharmit1 with name seq3, start with 1, increment by 1, max value 100 and no cycle. Okay, so if I hit enter here, you can see sequence is created. Fine. Now previously we discussed one thing like how we can retrieve the value from a sequence using this command. So if I go and make it as 3, so it will fetch the next value. So next value is 1. If I call this again, it will become 2. Similarly, if I call it again, 3. Okay, but what if I want to check the current value without incrementing it? So for that I have created one program. So I'll walk you through that program first and we'll see the output. So here we are firstly declaring the constant SQL state underscore valid, which is of 5 times 0. Then we are declaring one variable value zone decimal, and below to this we are executing one query for setting the commitment control as star none, and then we are using this query. So exec SQL select previous value for seq3 into value. So what it means, it will fetch the previous value. This one only requirement is here. Let's say if you are trying to use this query, but before that there should be one query should be executed for the next value, then only it will be able to retrieve the previous value. Okay, so here you can see we are selecting the previous value for seq3 into value from sys ibm.system1. Now once this query is executed, we will check the query using SQL state. So if SQL state is SQL state underscore valid, then display the value, else display the SQL state and query ended with an error, and then end if and ILR request is star on. So let's quickly go and compile this program. It is compiled. Now I'm calling this. So if I call this, you can see it is returning value 3. If I call it again, still it is returning 3. Why? Because we are fetching the previous value, not the incremented value or not the next value. Okay, so this is the way through which we can fetch the previous value from the sequence. Same thing you can do on the db2 screen also. Let me show you that. So for that I will hit the command strsql, and here I will show you that query, that how we can use that here. Yeah, so here it is, and I will make it as seq3 and call this. So you can see it is still returning 3. Why? Because we are just fetching the previous value, the current value. And if you go and hit this next value, it will changed. And if I try to again use this previous value, it will return this is the next value. So let me access previous query. Yeah, here it is. So it is returning 5 because we have called one more time that next value query, right? So this is a one way through which we can fetch the current value, or you can say previous value, from the sequence. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.